Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. All right, we've concocted some unlikely crossovers where we're taking a horror property that we want to see crossed over with a non-horror property. Now, I have so many ideas for this. Now, I don't have them all fleshed out, ready for Hollywood.
Why don't you start? Give me your first one.
Let's start with, remember Air Bud? There was like 11 of those movies.
Yeah, where it's a very smart golden retriever puppy. Right? Just in life?
Except in this one, it's Cujo. And I don't know have that all worked out, but I'm not talking about Air Bud versus Cujo. What I'm talking about is Air Cujo.
Air Cujo.
Where that dog plays basketball. Or maybe we find another sport. Like, what's that, shuffleboard? That's the Olympic one with the brooms?
No, that one's...
curling.
Curling, yep.
Yeah, maybe he curls.
Air Cujo in curling, yes.
Like I said, I don't have these ideas ready completely ready for Hollywood, but use your imagination. There's something there.
Well, seeing as Cujo is a St. Bernard, it makes sense for him to be part of a winter sport.
Okay.
Yep. So I think curling would be the way to go.
Sledding, dog sledding.
Bobsled.
Bobsledding.
There you go.
Well,
Air Cujo.
Hollywood figured the rest of that out. I gave you the seed.
Okay, I would like to see Toy Story.
Okay.
But when they get into Sid's house and you encounter all these toys like the spider doll head thing and the hooker, which is just a fishing rod with like Barbie legs. They also encounter Pinhead, Blade, and Tunneler from Puppet Master. Andy, in a reasonable bid to just save all these toys that he doesn't know are alive, but they are, brings them all back to his house. And then in his toy chest, Pinhead, Blade, and Tunneler start doing what they do and murdering all the toys. And then think about it this way. The murder scenes, it's not blood. It's not guts. It's just fluff.
It's fluff.
Plastic ships flying. It could be fun. I think I like that.
As soon as you said Toy Story, I was like, I hope this is going in a Puppet Master direction. Yeah. That's good. It just makes sense. Oh, I have so many ideas. How about, you remember that movie Ernest Saves Camp?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Ernest Goes to Camp.
Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, Ernest Goes to Camp Crystal Lake. And I mean, this shit writes itself. Now, I know Ernest is dead, so you're gonna have to get like somebody else to play him. You know, Jim Carrey or somebody, John Hamm or somebody can play like Ernest. Yeah. I don't care. And I mean, this just sets it up where you have an innocent character like Ernest trying to, get this camp back off the ground, and he's got a heart of gold, and he's trying to really reach those kids until he can't because it's Camp Crystal Lake, and they're all going to get slashed up anyway. So I think you could do the first half of the movie very lighthearted and uplifting, where you're really trying to save this camp, and then all of a sudden, this is Camp Crystal Lake. And the final battle is just Ernest versus Jason.
No, it's not even a battle, though. Because in this scenario, the campers keep dying. But Ernest survives. Not because he has skills, but out of
He's so stupid.
He's so stupid. He's about to be chopped with a machete. As it comes around this way, he ducks to pick up a penny he found on the ground. Good. Type of thing. He survives out of pure luck and stupidity.
And then he gets framed for all the murders because all the kids are dead. setting up some kind of new version of Ernest Goes to Jail.
There you go.
Okay.
Carrie White attends Degrassi. Degrassi, they've got drama. Degrassi gets real here, right? You got Drake in a wheelchair because he got shot. That's a thing. That's a real thing from Degrassi. If you haven't watched Canadian teenage soap operas, like, what have you been doing with your life? Because I grew up on Degrassi. I want to see Carrie there in all of these weird-ass situations they find themselves in. Somebody's pregnant. Carrie's just in the background. Like, you keep Degrassi the way Degrassi is until finally, like, a big epic scene happens where, like, JT gets stabbed, and then instead of everybody just having a sad moment and crying about it, Carrie goes on a fucking rampage because she had a crush on JT.
Oh my.
And this is the only way for those fuckers from the other school to pay the price.
I have something that's related to somewhat of a similar show. I thought of, what about A Nightmare on Elm Street, Saved by the Bell crossover? And this time, Jesse Spano's caffeine pills are what's going to save everybody.
She's so scared.
Yeah.
She's so excited. She's so excited. She's so scared. She saves the day.
Yeah, she has a reason.
Saved by the Bell?
Caffeine.
Saved by Jesse Spano.
Exactly. So Hollywood, again, take that and go with it. Come. The seed is there. But that's somewhat similar. But then I'm a huge fan of The Purge.
Yes, obviously.
Purge. There's so many things you could cross over with The Purge. But I thought that The Purge and Seinfeld would be a really great crossover. Just because some of these characters, if you really look at George Costanza, he really is just unhinged.
He's right.
But I would like to see him unhinged in the Purge type of way. And there's so many setups here. You got Kramer and Newman on the side. It's just, what's the deal with the Purge? You start off with comedy.
I need you to write that into a script, please.
There's just, you could take, as I said, Hollywood, take that and run with it.
My last one is a little bit lighter hearted. I would like to see Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, but the children pair up with
Terrifier.
with Wednesday and Pugsley Adams.
Okay.
Who are like, okay, I get it. You could like Wednesday comes in, you guys are smart. I understand what you're going for here, but you're not taking this seriously enough. And then the next thing you know, they don't just keep getting into these fucking situations where they're still stuck with this Count, I can't remember his fucking name, but that asshole, they're not stuck with him anymore because you know what happens? Wednesday and Pugsley kill them. And then they go back to live with the Addams family and everybody lives happily ever after. I think they'd fit in fucking mint.
One last pitch that sells itself. Ash versus Alien versus Predator versus Godzilla. Figure out how to make it happen. It's the only movie I'd watch the rest of my life. Tell us what you thought of these ideas. Pitch us some of your own. We'll revisit this again in the future. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.